Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 25th of July 2019. We're going to reflect on Matthew 20, 20-28. Listen. Then the mother of the sons of Zebedee came to Jesus with her sons, and kneeling before him, she asked a favor of him. And he said to her, "What do you want?" She said to him, "Declare that these two sons of mine will sit, one at your right hand and one at your left in your kingdom." But Jesus answered, "You do not know what you are asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I drink?" They said to him, "We are able." And he said to them, "You will indeed drink my cup, but to sit at my right hand and at my left, this is not mine to grant, but is for those for whom it has been prepared by my Father." Now when the 10 heard this, they were angry with the two brothers. But Jesus called them and to him and said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones are tyrants over them. It will not be so among you, but whoever wishes to be great among you must be a servant, and whoever wishes to be first among you must be a slave. Just as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many." The Gospel of the Lord. This is another one of those stories in the Bible that I tell a lot because it illustrates the radical difference between how the world works and how the kingdom of heaven works. And if we want to do a quick test to find out whether we work by the rules of the world or the rules of heaven, we don't need to look beyond this story. Let me tell it to you quickly in my own words. Jesus has just told his apostles he's going to die, but they didn't seem too concerned about that. They were more concerned about what was going to happen to them after he died. The mother of two of them, James, whose feast we celebrate today, and John, went to Jesus asking for her sons to be seated on either side of him in heaven, one on his left and one of his right. In another version, the apostles go with the request themselves, but it isn't important. The mother obviously went at the behest of the two men. The other apostles got angry with the two men because they were positions that they sought for themselves, and Jesus had to call them to him and chew them out. Listen to what he says. I paraphrase for better understanding. In the world, people who want to become great lord it over each other. In my kingdom, in heaven, if you want to become great, you have to be a servant. Talk about a paradigm shift. Become great by serving others? Tell this to any great person and see how he laughs in your face. And then Jesus says, "Look at me, guys. I am the Son of God, but I did not come to be served, but to serve and offer my life as a ransom for many. And truly, there is no greater way of service than this." The apostles eventually understood what Jesus was saying, and they all gave their lives in service to others. This was literally so for all of them except John, who died a natural death. This earned them the greatness that they sought, and their names are written in heaven. Which brings us to us. How do we seek greatness? Jesus doesn't have a problem with us wanting to become great. He just questions the methodology. So what do? Run after the acclaim of other mortals. Seek earthly rewards, be it money or prizes. Want our names to go down in human history books? Or would we rather have our names written in the books of heaven, praised by God Almighty himself? This requires us to follow the rules of heaven. Now, we found one rule here. Let us discover the others and ask the question, whose rule do we follow? Heaven's or the world's? The answers have eternal consequences. God bless you.